support inclusion, including all people in the whole process of the church, in marriage, in holy orders. And there are some of us who don't. Friends, family, long-time companions in Christ. So many of you have walked through births and marriages and deaths and baptisms and divorce and committing a spouse to end-of-life care. You've done all this together, loving each other. And some of us have the conviction that inclusion of all people is absolutely of God. And some of us have the conviction that anything other than heterosexual intimacy is a sin. Still, we do life and ministry together, but we're not talking about it. And some are quietly in agony because they can't talk about a son or a niece or sibling who identifies as LGBTQ because they fear condemnation. The Reconciling Ministries Network is a community where members can share their stories, indicate why equality on this issue is important to you or to me personally or as a congregation, and maybe participate in actively working toward that end. It indicates that your space is open to all people. So when a church says they want to be a reconciling church, they're saying that everyone is welcome. And that your preference for gender expression or whom you love is not a condition for entering that space and fully participating in all aspects of worshiping God together. But people can be involved on multiple levels, and this is what I want to be clear on. You could be involved as a congregation, or as a smaller group community, or as individuals. I'm getting the sense that our church, this congregation, is not in the space and time to be a reconciling church or make that statement. However, I want to suggest that we have more conversations about how we might be a church that supports both. Some who are involved in the RMN and some who are not. It's a conversation. Let us argue it out. God is in that conversation. And I'll be continuing to preach on ways that this might happen, and you'll have opportunity to speak together about what this can mean for this church in the context of Durand and as members also of the United Methodist Church. And we'll do this after a few weeks. I'm going to preach a few more weeks on this so that we can have a fuller conversation about it. And we haven't decided exactly, maybe something after church. To be clear, no one is signaling that any congregation in the United Methodist Church of the Northern Illinois Conference will be forced ever to become a reconciling church. But the plan that was provisionally passed at the special session of the General Conference this year, if implemented, will compel all reconciling churches to dissociate from the denomination. The bishop will be disciplined, the pastor will be disciplined and fined only once and then let go. And the congregation that sticks with reconciling ministries will be effectually kicked out. But no one will ever, even if something changes in the way the denomination goes, no one will be forced to become a reconciling church. It will be left up to the congregation. That's what I'm asking you guys to just consider and us talk about. We have to talk about it. And I love this quote.